Hi everyone, we are the 19th November 2024, a few days before UFC Macau, and I'm talking today with Hugo, who is a sports expert, and he lives in Paris. And we just get in touch because I was looking at the WhatsApp group CFE Paris, and he was introducing himself, saying like he's helping people to get tickets, access to events, stars, super athletes. So I'm very interested and I want to talk to him. Hi, Hugo. How are you?
Hi, Mark. I'm great. How about you?
I'm all good. Thank you. So thank you for meeting with me. I'm in Hong Kong right now. You're in Paris. And we are meeting for the first time. And I'm interested in UGoat. You shared information. I checked the Instagram page, the website. So I understand it's new. It's been a few months, but it looks like it's really good. And I want to understand how it works because it looks like you're what you provide. You provide a service to go to any kind of sports event and to meet the athletes. Is that correct? Can you explain us everything?
Yeah, exactly. You understood well. Thanks for having me and thanks for organizing this. Yeah, I founded the UGoat Sports, which is a private concierge for sports events around the world and private meet and greets with sports professionals. I founded the company at the beginning of this year, beginning of 2024. So it's been 8, 9 months now that the company is running and it's going well. I'm quite happy about how it's going. What I want to be, what we want to be is to be the main point of contact for our clients when they think about sports. When they want to go to any kind of competition in the world, whether it is football, tennis, rugby, MMA, Formula One. I want them to think about UGoat Sports, and we want to realize to make them dreams come true when if they want to meet uh, players, football players, tennis players, rugby players. We have quite kind of a big network of sports people around the world, and we can organize private meet and greets or private trainings with them. So yeah, it's accessible to our clients now, and that's what we do every day.
Okay, cool. Well, that sounds interesting. Can you tell us first about a little bit about yourself, where you're from, what's your background? So you're French. We are right now we're talking English because we want because it's not a French topic, it's for everyone in the world. Like so basically most of your clients actually they are not French. And please tell us your history. Where do you come from? What brought you to this activity, this project?
Yeah, so I'm French, as you said, but I grew up in Cameroon for 18 years since I was a child. I was born in France, but I moved to Cameroon when I was 2 months old. Grew up in Cameroon, then lived, spent,
All
did
your
my,
life, actually, you grew up there,
yeah, I spent 18 years
like
in
you're born
Cameroon.
there. Wow.
Yeah, I
And
was
you went back to France to study university, I guess
exactly.
so.
I studied in Paris, then London, and a bit in the US. But yeah, I grew up in Cameroon because we have a family business there, and then I worked in finance in Paris for 4 or 5 years. But then I turned 30, and I was liking the finance experience, but I was not loving it. And I thought, like, is it what you want to do for the rest of your life? And the answer was no, because my passion has always been sports and
Yeah, it
music.
sounds like me.
Yeah, we're the same. And yeah, the 30 mark, 30 years old mark
Yeah, you
is
get your 30 years old and say, what's the meaning of my life? Is it to do
exactly
the Excel spreadsheet all my life?
exactly.
What what kind of finance were you doing? Like finance controlling or banking, financial markets, or any kind of what
It
kind of
was
finance?
Yeah, it was more corporate finance. It was internal merger and acquisitions for a French company, but I was working in investing in African companies. Well, for the French company, I was investing. They were buying and doing mergers with the companies in Africa because they wanted to develop in Africa. So I was working in the Africa team, but based in Paris. And so I stopped that. I stopped everything. I quit my job and I founded UGoat Sports at the beginning of the year. And how I started all this is because, yeah, I've been a fan of football, a fan of tennis. I played football, I played tennis, I played volleyball for my high school. I was in charge of the volleyball team at my during my studies. And yeah, I've traveled the world basically with my grandfather, especially, who's a big fan of sports. He played football, professional football before. We've been traveling the world for the main sports competition in the world. Like he did more than 15 World Cups, football World Cups in his life. He brought me since I was 12 with my brother as well and his kids, my father. He brought us to, I think it's already my sixth World Cup that I did in Qatar. I started in Germany. I've been also to a lot of Euros, to Roland Garros, to well, I don't remember everything, but
You were
a
born in the sports events.
yeah, a lot of sports
Yeah.
events. So I met a lot of people in this area. We also have quite a big network in Cameroon of sports people. We know most of
Francis
the big
Ganou? I'm
yeah
thinking
yeah
of him now every time of Cameroon.
yeah Ngannou. My brother met him. I didn't met him personally, but I know him through my brother. And Samuel Eto'o, we also know him. He knows me. He came to see us train where we were playing football in Cameroon. He came to our training ground and we took photos with him and everything. So yeah, we have quite a big network in the sports industry, and as I met a lot of people in this as well. Also, we have an ex tennis player, professional tennis player, ex top 10, who's now in our family because my aunt married with him 2 years ago. So yeah, all this combined, I thought to myself, I have to start a business in sports. And as I was already doing it as a side business, I was working in finance, but a lot of people around me knew that I was going around the world to the World Cups. I
Same
had
as me.
yeah, I had tickets to Paris Saint-Germain, tickets to a lot of events in France. They were already coming to me saying, "Do can you find me two tickets, four tickets to a specific game?" And I thought to myself, I need to do this in a professional way to start also working with professional with companies and yeah, to start working with hotels, with businesses, and which is how UGoat Sports got started.
Yeah, so if I understand well, it's like the same service that some concierge from VIP bank cards offer, right? Because I know some of them they offer you to book the flight tickets, to book a restaurant and so on. So for example, if you want to go to Paris, to a very nice restaurant is booked, you cannot get in, but you call the card service. They have a concierge. They have some always some seats that which are locked. So you do something similar. You are concierge service. You have some connections and you do this, but specifically in the sports industry because that's your expertise. And maybe
Exactly.
I guess that because I could call like for example, but I'm not a Centurion, but you can let's say I have a Black American Express card and I tell oh I want to go to Roland Garros or whatever. They can sort it out, but I don't need you. I can call them, but
Yeah,
you can do the same service and maybe you do it differently because you are do only sports, something like this.
yeah, exactly. And also, I work with the American Express. I work with the Visa Centurion. I
Actually,
work with
they can need you because yeah, they
exactly.
can be your customer.
Exactly. They go through me when they need tickets, specific tickets that they don't have. I'm a supplier for them. So you could be the end client calling American Express, and they would be calling me
Mm.
to provide the tickets or the experience because they don't really they are centralizing the request, but then they have partners for each part, you know. So I'm specialized in sports, and I'm working with the big hotels in Paris, with hotels around the world, and companies as well. So yeah, I'm really I would say more contacts in this area than some of the big concierge around because I'm specialized in this. They also do. jet flights. They also do hotels. They also do yachts. And I think the best thing about UGoat Sports is that you have a one-on-one discussion with me, whereas and you know that is always going to be me, and I take care of the request as we are talking right now. You can call me, you can text me, you can just have 2 minutes in front of you and say, yeah, can you just find me 6 tickets for my family? I want to go to the World Cup and I'm going for 1 week. So can you find me 6 tickets to this game, this game, this game? And I will take care of it. And you know that you are talking with me. Whereas
So
in
you take care only of the tickets, or if I ask you 6 tickets for the World Cup and I need also the flight ticket and the hotel and so on, you do it also, or
Yeah, I can do that. I can do
possible?
that as long as it's for a sports events, it's good. I don't want to organize holidays or like
Yeah.
basic holidays. As long as it's for a sports experience, I can do that. I have also partner.
You can organize the tickets and whatever else is around it to make the experience smooth.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And we also have packages that are already made. For example, with Eric, you can meet Eric Cantona in April 2025 in Manchester. It's
Oh,
an
okay.
it's a package already made where you can sleep at a hotel. You have 3 days with Eric Cantona. You go to a game, Manchester United versus Manchester City, so it's the Manchester Derby. You like it's a whole experience. It's a pre-packaged experience, I would say, but you can also like create your own tailor-made package if you want to go to Paris to watch Roland Garros, because I have partners that also do the flights, the hotels, the transportation with vans and taxi and everything. So I can do that as long as it's for sports because it's my specialty.
Yeah, and I so I checked the Instagram page website. Actually, it's quite there's a lot of nice stuff, the pictures and so on, but it's very basic. You don't have like a menu to choose which event it is and that, how many tickets. It's not online. It's a tailor-made. So we have to contact you. We need to talk. There's a discussion, and you do everything tailor-made. And it's you doing it. It's not AI or whatever. It's
No,
yourself.
no, it's me. It's me. It's me personally. I
Okay,
have
good.
the network, as I said, I have the network in terms of ticket suppliers and experiences suppliers. I'm also working on creating myself experiences with sports people that would be direct with Yugo Sports, like organized by Yugo Sports, because right now it's through partners and also for the tickets, it's suppliers. Of course, I'm not the club, so I'm not selling the tickets directly, but I'm working with international suppliers, official tickets providers. And yeah, I'm not a marketplace. If you go on our website or on Instagram, you won't find
Well,
the a
we don't
stock.
have it's not a shop when we select and
Yeah,
then
it's
we
not a
pay by
shop.
credit card. No,
You
we
won't
have to,
you
everything
won't
is
find
tailor-made.
just 4 tickets for Roland
Mm.
Garros final. And if there is no stock available, you cannot say, oh, well, too bad, I cannot have tickets. With UGoat Sports, you get in touch with WhatsApp or you can call us anytime. You will be talking to me, and I want to keep that as long as possible because I think it's the main experience that people are looking in this to be able to create a tailor-made experience. And if you want 10 tickets, you can have 10 tickets. If you want 20 tickets, you can have. Of course, it's always depending on the availability. You cannot call me 1 hour before the event and tell me I want 20 tickets. It can be difficult. I can find it sometimes,
But it's
and
possible. Nothing is impossible,
yeah, it's
especially for the
possible.
French.
Exactly. It's possible. I did it. I did it once, especially in the Olympics. I have clients that call me at like noon, and there was a game at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And he told me, please, can you find 6 tickets to France? It was France, Argentina in Bordeaux for football, and I found 6 tickets, and it was like, wow, how did you do that? And which is why which
That's
is how I
magic.
get happy. It's my job. It's basically what we do and what we want to do is we want our clients to be happy with the efficiency of the service, and that once they get in the stadium, they are happy. I always ask for our clients a little picture of them when they are at the stadium, and you can see the pictures on our
Yeah,
Instagram.
I can see that.
That yeah, so that makes me happy. That makes us happy to see our clients happy, and yeah, it can be you know it can be way before. You can contact us way before an event. We will help you find the tickets you need, and if you want to meet the player, we can organize it way before. But you can also call us on the same day or the day before, and we will do our best to
Well, okay, I
find to
have
find.
a request now because I don't know, it's just random good timing. I was supposed to get some UFC Macau tickets, but UFC Macau this coming Saturday in a few days.
Mhm.
And I'm still looking for tickets because something didn't work out. So I need 6 tickets for my friends and myself. But I don't know if you can do it because it's far, it's not in Paris. So do you really have the connections here in Macau? More than me,
Yeah,
I
of
live
course.
nearby and you live in Paris, you can get UFC Macau tickets.
Yeah, of course. We will do that. We will do that.
Okay, okay, let's try.
We work on that. Yeah, we work really all around the world, and we have some clients who went to stadium in Miami. We had some clients who went to cricket in India. We had some clients going to football in Madrid. We have some clients going, like, it's basically the main events all around the world. We can have access because of the network of supplier. I don't have the tickets, but I have the connection.
Yeah, you make it
The
happen. You connect us with the people who will get the tickets.
Exactly.
Okay,
And
so you
I
do.
make sure, and I always work with the same people, with the same people and the right people, which are trusted sellers or official partners
Yeah,
of the
because
event.
there's a lot of scam in this industry. Now, right now, I'm looking for UFC Macau tickets. Someone told me this afternoon they have, but I will double check who are you and so on because I don't want to give the money to anyone. And then when I trusted that person, okay, I said yes, but now there's no more tickets. But
Yeah,
yeah,
with
so
the,
you work with only people you trust. So you do tickets, but you do also experience meeting the athletes, some events, some photos, and so on, right? So, well, I know what everybody's going to ask me. I say, oh, Mark, this guy you interview is nice, but there's two main questions. The first one is, how do you do that? How is it possible? And the second one is, how much is it? How much it costs? It must be very expensive, right? Or what can you say?
well, it depends. The first question, how do I do that, is basically my business. You,
The secret.
you, Yeah, it's the secret. It's my business, and I told you it's based on the network of
Mm.
connection, the people that who you know, and I build the network with time. It takes a lot of time, and now I have access to all the main competitions in the world. And for the prices, basically it depends on the event. It depends on the name of the player playing. For example, the tennis. Nadal is playing. Starting today, actually. He's playing his last games in Malaga for Davis Cup. Normally, a Davis Cup ticket would be 100 euros. A good seat in the Davis Cup ticket would be 200 euros, I would say. But as it's Nadal and it's his last games, the ticket prices are above 3,000 euros now for good seats in the stadium, because all the whole world wants to go to the game, but there are only, I don't know, 10,000 tickets, 15,000 tickets. So price can fluctuate, but the earlier you contact us, the better the prices will be, and the less fluctuations there will be, because it's not
Yeah, makes
it's
sense. Yeah. But
yeah it's
anything is possible. For example, last weekend, this few days ago, there was the Mike Tyson fight, there was the UFC, and I watched the UFC and I saw there was the main event, and there was Dana White, there was Donald Trump, there was Elon Musk. Could I get the ticket next to these guys? Is that you
yeah
could get me that ticket if I ask
yeah,
you,
yeah.
and I can take
Definitely.
the picture of Elon Musk and Donald Trump?
Yeah, yeah, if you want to do that, if it's your dream and you really
So how
want to
much
do
is
that,
it? Very expensive.
we can make it happen. It's very expensive, obviously, because like, you could be next to Elon Musk, but the prince, the sheikh of Saudi Arabia also wants to be next to Donald Trump. So it's difficult, but we have the contacts to the right people at UFC, the organizers, and also the official partners of this kind of events. So we can have good packages, VIP packages for UFC all around the world, which is why I'm saying also in Macau we can get you something. And for example, in Paris, you could have. I know the prices for Paris because some clients went there. In Paris, there was a UFC event in September, at the end of September, and there was Benoit Saint-Denis. For if you wanted the full package, like the full experience, where you sit just next to the octagon and you take pictures. At the end of the fight, you can get on the octagon and take pictures. You can come the day before and access to the weights of the fighters, and then meet Benoit Saint-Denis and also the other fighters before their fights, after the fights. Um, it was going around 5,000 euros per person per ticket, but the full package you could also eat and drink. So it was like it was a VIP experience, the best experience there was in the event. It was accessible to you if you call us. We have access to that.
Okay. Keep in touch. Good to know for next UFC in Paris. Maybe, well, I guess it's once a year. Maybe next year, September.
Yeah, maybe next year. There's also the NBA games in January in Paris, and also a good of
NBA?
yeah, NBA games. There are two games in Paris with Victor Wembanyama because it's the San Antonio Spurs who are coming,
Okay.
and yeah, a lot of clients are wanting to go to these games. We are working on that right now, and again, a lot of VIP experiences, but also normal tickets. You know, we do VIP experiences, but we also can find 5 tickets, 2 tickets, 10 tickets to normal tickets to a Paris Saint-Germain game or a Arsenal game or a Manchester United game. We have, if you go on our Instagram, you will find pictures of clients in Manchester City, in Arsenal, in Liverpool. Like mainly, if you want to go watch a game, you can also just get normal tickets through us. If you don't have the time to go look for tickets, look on Marketplace, look on, I don't know, look for yourself, you can call us and we'll do it for you. And you know, most of the time the main games, the big events, they are sold out, so you couldn't find on your own the tickets that you want.
So if you just want the normal tickets, what's the price? Is the normal price plus, I don't know, 10%, something like this, 10%? Because you don't do it for free, right?
Yeah, I don't, of course I don't do it for free. Hello?
Yeah,
Ah,
yeah.
I thought it was closing. I don't find here. Um, it depends. It depends on the game. But normal tickets for a Paris Saint-Germain game can be 100 euros, can be
Mhm.
150 euros, depending on the game. But if you want to go Champions League in Paris, for example, there would be in January there is Paris Saint-Germain against Manchester City. You can get in the stadium. You won't have the best seats, but you can get in the stadium for 200 euros for a big game like this. It's not really that expensive. I would say it's not always 5,000 euros, you know. Premier League can be expensive as well. If you want to go watch the biggest games of the Premier League, for example, Arsenal versus Liverpool, it can be around 400, yeah, 400, 500 euros for okay seats. If you want the best seats in the stadium without VIP, it can go to 800 euros, 1,000, because you would be in the center, very well seated, and it's a big game. So
Yeah, okay, makes sense. Yeah. And well, maybe a last question. Who are your clients? So we understand there's some individuals, there's some business, but mostly individuals, I guess. And from where? From America, from China, from where? From
yeah,
your life?
right now most of our clients are foreigners. They are not French, and I would say it's a split of 90% foreigners, 10% French people. You know, French people, they love sports, but they don't have the culture of spending money to for their passion for sports. Whereas the English, the Americans, the Mexicans, the Argentinians, for that I know, and also South Africans, they have the passion and they're ready to, you know,
It's in
to
the
spend,
culture to spend for the experience.
yeah, to spend money to experience this kind of stuff in live. Whereas French people, they don't really have this culture. So most of our clients, they are foreigners. We also have French clients, and also on the business part or individual versus individual, I would say right now it's 80% individuals and 20% businesses. But I'm working right now to develop the B2B part and started working with more and more companies because I think it would be good for companies to organize events and private meet and greets with sports athletes for to thank their best employees or to thank their best
Okay,
clients
makes sense.
or for end of the year events, for example, seminars, or they can book a meet and greets or a conference or a private training with Benoît Saint-Denis, or I don't know, a tennis player, Corentin Moutet, or we also have Medvedev. We have quite a big names and uh, quite a big number of sports people that you can meet. So for companies, that would be good.
Okay, makes sense. Well, thank you. I hope we also meet soon in Paris or anywhere else. Well, it's interesting. We shared the information. Anything else you want to add before we say goodbye?
When are you coming to Paris? Because it would be good for us to meet.
Oh, good question. I think the late at least this summer. I hope, but maybe before. Yeah, if I have some business to do, I would come before the summer.
You have,
If there's
you
any
have to let me
interesting
know.
event,
Yeah, you have to let me know, and of course we keep in touch for UFC Macau. I'm happy to help you find the tickets you need.
thank you very much, and keep in touch. See you soon in Paris,
Thank you, Mark. Of
in Hong Kong if you come, or anywhere else in the world.
course, I'll let you know if I come.
Bye bye,
Thank you.
Hugo.
Thank you. Bye bye.